I got tired of going to the salon and waiting for traditional nail polish to dry, so I tried this, nail polish strips. What's up? Welcome back to Whitney Styles YouTube channel. In this video, I show you how I prepare my nails and apply Color Street 100% real nail polish strips. Let's get into it. After washing my hands, I grab a pair of nail clippers and I trim my nails to be a consistent length and shape. When wearing my natural nails, I prefer them to be the boxy or square shape. Today I did this off camera just to save time, but you get the point. Next, I grabbed my Petty Perfect electronic nail care system. This tool is basically an electronic version of those four-sided nail buffers. My mom got this for me a couple years ago, and if you're familiar with my channel, then you probably saw this featured in my Dollar Tree self-care video last year. This tool comes with 3 different tips. I use the first tip, which is labeled number 1, and it has a more coarse texture. It feels like an emery board. I use this to file the outside of my nail, so pretty much the outer perimeter. I do it to both of the sides and then also the top of my nail just to smooth out any ridges, any cracks, any uneven surfaces. My nails grow pretty quickly, and thanks to my dad, I have really long, strong, hard, healthy nails, and it makes it really easy to do my nails at home. After filing the outer perimeter of all 10 nails, I move on and I treat the nail plate by using a traditional buffer. That's coming up next. The buffer has 3 sides, the first one to remove ridges, the second one to smooth out your nail, and the third one to shine your nail. Using the side labeled remove ridges, I start to buff each individual fingernail. I'm sure we've all seen people with uneven nail polish, and that's caused by an uneven foundation, and I don't want none of that, so I'm gonna go ahead and spend some time to buff out my nails, smooth out any ridges in my nail plates. I do the same process to the very tip of my nail, and using this coarse side of the buffer will help the nail polish strips actually stick when it's time to apply them later. Next, I use the side labeled smooth nail to smooth out my nail plates. Whatever you do to one fingernail, you want to do to all 10 fingernails, so I'm only showing you this one hand on camera, but I'm doing this to all of my nails. There's one other side on the buffer labeled shine nail. I don't do that. To treat my cuticles, I use the Sally Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover. You can find this at Target, Ulta, Walgreens, and a bunch of other common stores. This product has a twist-off cap and a small tip that I use to apply the product. I gently squeeze the bottle to release the product, which has a liquid or gel consistency. It's kind of a mixture of both. After applying the gel to each finger, I let the product sit for 15 seconds. 15 seconds is all you need. I don't think that this product completely dissolves my cuticles, but I use it because it makes it easier to push them back. And to push my cuticles back, I just use one of my fingernails. I know some people use those special tools, but I don't actually have one of those at my house, so this will do for now. I do have a cuticle clipper tool, but I rarely use it because I don't like the way that the skin looks when you clip your cuticles and the skin starts to kind of peel back or hang, and the skin just looks disgusting, so I rarely use it. Next, I head over to the sink and I thoroughly wash my hands with warm, soapy water. Pay close attention to your nail beds and the cuticle to make sure you gently rub away any excess product and oil that's left on your skin. My nails are prepped. Now I'm just about ready to apply my Color Street 100% real nail polish strips. The back of the package gives you the 5 steps for easy application. So let's get into it. Opening up the package, you will find 3 things. They give you a nail prep pad, a small nail file or emery board, and of course your nail polish strips. The nail prep pad is a fancy way of saying an alcohol wipe. I use that to remove any dirt, soap, oil, anything like that from my nail plates. Let that air dry and move on to opening up this package. The dark pink / purple glitter color I'm using today is called Glamsterdam. There is a small slit in the corner of the package that you can use to easily tear it open. Each package comes with a total of 16 nail strips. They give you a variety of different sizes that can be used on both your fingernails and your toes, but they don't label them by size. As far as I can see, there's no numbers or sizes. But luckily for me, I've worn these nail polish strips before, so I do have a general idea about which specific nail strips will fit on each of my nails. It's important to hold the nail polish strips up to each of your individual fingernails so that you know which option will work best for each of your fingers. The random black strips in my hand are the ones that were left over from the last time that I applied Color Street nails. So for me, I know that these sizes generally don't work for my nails and I do not need them, and I can just kind of disregard them from my new pack. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just ripping off the smallest nail because I know that I'm not going to use it. But I am going to use what I call the size number 2, the second from the smallest nail, to apply it to my pinky. So step number 1 is to remove the clear cover. Step number 2 is to peel the nail polish strip. For me, step number 3 is gently placing the polish strip as close to my cuticle as possible. If you don't get it right the first time, you can gently peel away the nail polish strip and then place it where you want it to be. Step number 4, apply to nail and gently stretch to fit. The strips are delicate and they do tear easily. I actually tore 2 of these the first time that I applied these, trying to stretch them over my nail plates. I used the back of my finger to apply a little bit of pressure to smooth the strip onto my nail. After covering the tip of my nail, I gently broke away the excess, and now I'm just covering the tip of my nail with the remainder of the strip. This is the remainder of the polish strip from that first nail. Because my nails are long, I knew I was not going to be able to use one strip to do 2 nails. I guess I could use this for a small toenail, but it's not going to work for my regular fingernails. If you have short nails, you can measure and then cut the strip in half and use one strip to do 2 nails, but that's not going to work for me. Next, I'm going to do my pointer finger. I'm using what I call a size number 3 to cover my pointer fingernail. So remove the clear strip, remove the polish strip, figure out where you want to place it on your nail. Do not apply over your cuticles or your skin though. Apply a little bit of pressure to hold the nail strip in place, and then use the back of your finger to just smooth the strip onto your nail. Doing that makes it easier to gently stretch the nail strip over the top of your nail and then break it off to smooth over later. And I apologize if any part of this application is hard to see. My camera had a hard time autofocusing, and I don't know if it was the glitter or the constantly moving fingers, but I did the best I could do. I'm going to use the size number 4 to do my ring finger. I know some people skip around the video, so I'm showing you the same thing time after time again because we're gonna get this right together. And the process does get easier as you continue to apply the strips to each of your nails. So the first time is always rocky, but it does get better with time, so stick at it. I also wanted to give you detailed shots to show you how each different size nail strips fits each of my individual fingernails. So at this point, we have 3 fingers just about done, 2 fingers to go, and I am on nail strip number 5. Number 5 is the one that I did not use last time because it did not fit any of my fingers well. This time around, I'm using number 6 to cover my middle finger. If you are still locked in, I want to know, have you ever tried Color Street nail polish strips or any other type of nail polish strips? Because I heard that Ulta sells a variation of this too. When it comes to my thumbnail, size 7 looked a little bit too small. If I had used that, I feel like I would have had a lot of my natural nails showing. So I decided to use the biggest color strip they offer, which is the size number 8. The Color Street stylists always recommend doing your thumbnails last because the majority of people use their thumbnail to apply the strips to their other nails and to perforate it and break off the strips and smooth it and things like that. So recommendation to do your thumbnail last. My left hand is almost done, but we still need to do step number 5. There are 3 strips that I did not use. Now it's time to move on to my right hand. I was being reckless and broke my thumbnail so low. I need to hurry up and get some nail polish on this because I can't. Off camera, I did my right hand. The one difference is that on my middle finger, I used the size number 7. It did offer more coverage, but it also led to a little bit of nail polish being on my skin. See, this right here is why they recommend doing your thumbnail last. I use the corner of my thumbnail to gently perforate the nail polish strip to separate that polish from my skin. Earlier in the video, I showed you how I tucked the nail polish strip behind some of my nails. So here's the back of my fingertips, and I need to get rid of that. So I am going to do step number 5, which is using that Color Street nail file to file away the excess strip from your nails. And the key here is to only file in one direction. You cannot go back and forth. Here is the finished product. They look shiny and they feel smooth. I love that there is no dry time, so you can do this if you are in a hurry or if you have short notice but you need your nails to look good for an event. The polish can also be easily removed with acetone. I like the variety of prints they offer. I chose glitter because it's the easiest to apply, but if you go on their website, you'll see lots of other cool options too. The fit is not perfect, but it's good enough for me. The nail polish strips do not cover 100% of my nail. They advertise these as being able to stretch, but if you attempt to stretch them, they can rip. When considering the size and value, these would be better for people who have shorter, smaller nails so that they can get 2 applications out of 1 set. Most of the designs are priced between $11 and $14. When I bought these, they were buy 3, get 1 free, but I still feel like that's too much. I feel like these nail polish strips should be $5. I can get a whole bottle of nail polish for $10 and it will probably dry up before I was able to use it up. This product is advertised as long lasting. I guess it depends on how you define it. I wore these strips for about 6 days before I removed them. After a couple days, they start to chip near the tips, and then after maybe 5 days, they start to lift towards your cuticle area. It could just be user error, but that was my experience. And that was just with daily living. So me taking 2 showers a day, working out at the gym, washing my hair at least once a week, and then washing a couple dishes. The last thing I want to show you is how to get extra use out of your nail strips. So that is by inserting any unused color strip nail strips into the same clear pouch or packaging that it came in. Grab a hair straightener or flat iron. Where I come from, that's what we call it, but grab a flat iron, turn it on to like 300 degrees, and then for about 3 to 4 seconds, press the end of the container to seal it. Now that you have an airtight seal, you can just drop those in your freezer and pull them out when you are ready for your next use. Thank you so much for watching. Until we meet again.